What's that energy or sports drink that's been rocking your world lately? If it isn't Red Bull, Monster, Celsius, Gatorade, or Powerade, then it's definitely the drink of the moment, Prime. Cool name, by the way. Over the last year, the drink has surprisingly taken over the global scene, literally making other energy drink brands feel small. And, wait for it, it is now the official sports drink for the UFC and LA Dodgers, and even has its own Super Bowl commercial. In fact, it's rumored that FC Barcelona will be replacing their Gatorade contract with Prime. Now that's some legendary stuff. But like the popular saying, not all that glitters is gold. Yeah, that kind of is also the fate of our celebrity drink. So, what's the deal with Prime? And what are some of the secrets that's been hiding under this pretty label? I bet you're just as curious as me. So, let's dig right into it. What is it about Prime? If you haven't heard about this pretty guy right here, then I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're definitely living in the Stone Age, like some 4,000 years ago. But hey, we got you. So, in January 2022, just less than 2 years ago, two pretty well-known influencers, wrestlers or boxers and YouTubers, Logan Paul from the US and Nigerian-British Olajide Olayinka Williams JJ Olatunji, who you probably know as KSI, teamed up for something awesome. You've probably seen them on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok, right? Well, they used their massive following to launch something really special, a line of drinks called Prime. They came up with their first drink called the Prime Hydration, which is like Gatorade but with a twist. They mixed coconut water and electrolytes into it, and get this too, no sugar or caffeine. It's like the superhero of all sports drinks, all healthy and stuff. Or that's what they want you to believe. What really sets it apart is the funky flavors they came up with. Ice pop, lemonade, and even Meta Moon, which sounds like a cosmic flavor explosion with blue raspberry bubblegum and cotton candy vibes. When Prime Hydration hit the shelves, it was like a whirlwind. People were going nuts for it. There were long lines, people snatching bottles left and right, and it got so wild that a UK grocery store had to say, okay, 1 bottle per person, people. The craze even hopped across the pond to the US, where school-aged kids were all over it. A year later, they dropped another bombshell, Prime Energy. It's like the superhero's caffeine-fueled sidekick, with tropical punch, orange mango, and strawberry watermelon flavors to choose from, and a 12-ounce can that packs a whopping 200 milligrams of caffeine. That's 6 times more than your regular can of cola, and that's one of the red flags in this drink, which we'll come to in a bit. Prime's success. Whichever way you want to look at it, there is definitely something shady about this drink. Could it be because everyone is going crazy for it, or at least most people? Or because the creators are people who actually know more about making social media content and videos than they actually know about the nutritional requirements of a sports drink? Now, don't get me wrong, Prime is a major hit and is just on its way to becoming the most successful creator startup brand ever. In its first year alone, the brand made $250 million in retail sales. And according to data from Beverage Digest, Prime Hydration captured a 5.8% dollar share of sports drinks this year, while Prime Energy raked in around $42.5 million also this year. Quite an impressive feat, but that's not exactly the point here. So let's look past the pretty bottle and truly see if it's really the next best thing after a grilled cheese sandwich. Ooh, now I want to have one. Is Prime Hydration a scam? Starting with their first product, Prime Hydration. Is it really what it appears to be? So, Logan Paul made this video, which was pretty much showing how well his Prime Hydration drink ranks higher in terms of nutritional value than Gatorade. Okay, Logan, let's fact check your claims, shall we? Starting off, he mentioned the sugar content in Gatorade being 36 grams, while Prime, of course, wins with just 2 grams of sugar. Wow, way to go. But really, Logan, you're gonna compare a 591 milliliter bottle to a smaller bottle of 500 milliliters? And even the serving sizes are different. Come on, Logan, you can do better than that. Now, while it's true that Prime only has 2 grams of sugar, there is a more hidden secret here. Have you ever thought of how Prime tastes so sweet, yet has a low sugar content? Yes, this is the part Logan failed to show you. Prime makes up for its low sugar content by using a bunch of artificial sweeteners. Oh, you thought it was just coconut water? Joke's on you. It turns out sucralose and acesulfame potassium are the sweeteners used to achieve that oh-so-sweet taste. And the worst part? These sweeteners have been linked to several health concerns, such as leukemia, diabetes, liver inflammation, obesity, and metabolic dysfunction. And according to experts, sucralose is 600 times sweeter than table sugar, which makes it one of the worst artificial sweeteners. Yikes. That's 1 point lost here for Prime. Then we have the calorie comparison, where Prime, of course, won again with just 25 calories as opposed to Gatorade's 140 calories. Now, I'm sure you get the point. No? Okay, so it's true Prime's Hydration 500 milliliter bottle contains only 25 calories, but that doesn't mean it's a healthy option, right? Remember those artificial sweeteners? Yeah, they do not contain any calories, but they really do a number on your sugar levels. So it's pretty easy for Prime to rank higher here. Gatorade's calorie content is only higher because of its sugar content, which of course is an important factor in sports drinks. I mean, that's the point, to replenish the energy that the body uses up during strenuous exercises. Sorry, Prime, you lose another point here. Then, he also compared their electrolyte content, Gatorade with 350 milligrams and Prime with a whopping 825 milligrams. Whoa, Logan really outdid himself on this one, or did he? So, when we exercise vigorously, we lose so much water as well as electrolytes, so these sports drinks help to replenish all those lost vitals and keep you going for, well, as long as you want. But it turns out Prime didn't exactly get the memo on this one. The hydration drink contains 10 milligrams of sodium, 124 milligrams of magnesium, and 700 milligrams of potassium. Comparing this to Gatorade, which has 270 milligrams of sodium, 0 milligrams of magnesium, and 80 milligrams of potassium, the difference is wild. Now, get this. The body loses a lot of nutrients during hard exercises, and salt is one of them. This is why Gatorade tastes salty when you haven't exerted much energy, but then it tastes sweeter after a hard workout because your body uses up the salt that it has lost. But instead of following this rule of thumb, Prime played by their own rules and pumped up the potassium and magnesium, even though what the body needs most to replenish electrolytes is sodium and a moderate amount of sugar. Again, Prime, another point lost here. From all these, it appears that Prime Hydration failed to tick all the boxes which a sports drink is meant to, and that, my friends, doesn't sound like a product that should be on the market. One YouTube comment even read, "Holding a Prime drink is showing people that you have been scammed." So, Prime Hydration might have a pretty face, but it sure does not give you what your body needs to take on some more reps. Is Prime Energy a scam? As you already know, Logan Paul and KSI did not settle on having just one drink option. They also went for the energy drinks aisle because why not? Now, the energy drink market is a really big one with a value of $45.8 billion as of 2020, and it's even said to reach $108.4 billion in 2031. So you get the idea. But unfortunately for Prime Energy, it just might not live up to that time because there are some pretty darning red flags with this drink, which even has the Food and Drug Administration investigating it. But first off, Logan and KSI, of course, put out a video again comparing the Prime Energy drink to the #1 selling energy drink in the world, Red Bull. It goes like this. Prime has 10 calories, 0 grams of sugar, 200 milligrams of caffeine, and 300 milligrams of electrolytes. So Logan is dishing out these facts, while KSI stands behind echoing, "Ain't no way." Well, one thing is for sure, ain't no way Prime Energy is becoming the best-selling energy drink in the world. So right off the bat, Prime Energy looks too good to be true. Just like its counterpart, Prime Hydration. First, having 300 grams of electrolytes compared to Red Bull's 150 grams is actually a great plus, except that Prime uses potassium and magnesium to make up their electrolytes and to make it sweeter, instead of using more sodium, which is actually what we need when we work out and sweat for long hours. Again, a big red flag here. Prime also claims to have 0 grams of sugar, but we all know where the sweetness comes from: sucralose and acesulfame potassium, which is not something you should be consuming. Now, the caffeine levels in this drink and how it's been marketed is where Prime is facing some serious backlashes. Yes, it contains the same amounts of caffeine as Ghost, Celsius, and Gatorade's Fast Twitch, but somehow, New York State Senator Chuck Schumer only called out for Prime to be investigated by the FDA. Why? Well, Senator Schumer's argument is that the drink doesn't only contain high caffeine, but also uses extreme marketing and seems to be specifically marketed to children. Maybe it's because a child in the UK suffered a heart attack after drinking the Prime energy drink, but that only contained 140 milligrams of caffeine, which is how Prime is sold in other countries. Yes, the dosage is reduced and sold abroad, but well, that doesn't mean that it is safe for children. Now, reacting to this, Logan Paul gave a fact-filled interview on a segment of Fox News and pretty much cleared off any bad image on his brand. When he was asked what his view was concerning the smearing against his energy drink, he responded, "One is in a can and it says energy drink on it. The other is in a bottle and says hydration drink on it. One is 18 plus, the other is suitable for all ages. And we believe we've done as good of a job as we can differentiating the products. Our energy product says 18 plus on the label. It's also marketed 18 plus on every single social media we do from the Prime page. It does have 200 milligrams of caffeine, but that's nothing revolutionary or out of the ordinary." Well, Senator Schumer still believes the investigation should go on, but the fact that Prime has a big influence on teens and young children is simply because that demographic has a high percentage when it comes to Logan Paul and KSI's online following. I mean, you can't blame them for wanting to have a taste of what is trending all over social media. In the end, Prime has still failed to bag the wow factor when it comes to sports and energy drinks. And probably yes, Logan Paul is scamming us with these flavorful and brightly colored beverages, which seem more like just a coffee alternative instead of an actual sports and energy drink.